I can't speak for the entire ARMY fandom, but I think the majority would agree with me that attending a BTS concert is the ultimate ARMY experience. Whether you've already had the opportunity to attend one or more, or you still have the dream of attending one in the future, being at one of BTS's concerts is such a beautiful moment in ARMY's lives. It's where you get to cheer for the guys, sing and dance along to their music, meet other ARMYs, make new friends, and the place where you can let go of any worries in the outside world. But what if that experience was ruined by the very people who organized it? For this BTS history video, I will be talking about what happened back in 2015 during the BTS Highlight Tour. A night of scams and lies, the BTS Highlight Tour. Now before we get into more of this video, I want to make it as clear as possible. The issues with the Highlight Tour were not BTS or BigHit's fault. The organizers were 100% at fault and responsible for everything discussed in this video.
They did not tell them we was outside. The BTS had no clue. We was sitting on the road.
If they would have had a clue, they would have done something about it. Like the fuck We're not mad at BigHit. We love BigHit. We hate your ass.
Hey guys, editor Jose here, jumping in before we get into this BTS history video. Just wanted to let you know an update on my channel. It has been demonetized. The only update I got was rejection. Thank you all for the support by sending emails to YouTube, but they have decided to keep it demonetized. What does that mean? I'm not making any money off of YouTube. So that means that I'm doing all of this for free. So that is why I'm asking you that if you are able to and you want to support me, a creator on YouTube that pours their heart and soul into this work, to please go to my Patreon. The link is in the description below. For as low as $2 a month, you can help. I won't have any news until maybe 3-4 months to see if I'm able to even monetize at that point. But right now, all the videos that you see and that you will see, I'm not making anything off of them. So I truly appreciate it. It means everything if you are able to support through Patreon. Thank you guys and enjoy the video. What was the Highlight Tour? Fresh off their successful Red Bullet tour in 2015, BTS signed on to be ambassadors for the streetwear label Community 54, whose website is not active as of the recording of this video, by the way. Community 54 teamed up with an event company named TGM Events or TGM Entertainment to create the Highlight Tour, a 4-city stop tour around North America with the promise of one local artist and one K-pop artist. San Francisco, Houston, Atlanta, and Toronto were the chosen cities for the tour. As you can correctly assume, BTS was the K-pop artist. The local artist was Kanseo. A lot of the source material in this video are from fans who attended and also saved screenshots of posts from 2015. And I want to make this clear because a lot of the information from back then is no longer available since the organizers deleted so much from this, probably to try and forget that this ever happened. Like, truly guys, it's hard to find information on the company because they pretty much have deleted their entire existence from the internet. In late May of 2015, the announcement of the tour from TGM Events read, Community 54 will be embarking on a 4-city promo tour in North America entitled Highlight to launch their collaboration line featuring their brand ambassador. The promo tour will be jointly organized by TGM Entertainment and their event partners, K-Town Night Market, Wired Rebels, and DFT Productions. But don't be fooled by all those names. TGM Events were in charge of most of it. So who is TGM Events? TGM Events is the event management arm of TGM Entertainment, founded in 2014. The company operated in the US and Malaysia. There is no website available for the event company as of the recording of this video. The only thing I could find is their Twitter account, which has not been active since 2015 when all of this happened. TGM's founder and CEO Nadia Leung had worked with BTS during the filming of their Go BTS show for Mnet, and TGM Entertainment is included in the credits for BTS's Summer Package 2015, which was made during the group's trip to Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia. So because there was a professional relationship already established, it's understandable why BigHit and BTS would agree to this new project together. Thankfully, this was their last. So let's start off with the ticketing process, which already was giving suspicious vibes. How were fans able to get tickets to the show, you may ask? In late May of 2015, after the tour announcement, tickets went on sale. Wait, scratch that, rewind. T-shirts went on sale. T-shirts commemorating the tour were sold on Ticktail, an online retail site similar to Etsy. Ticktail is no longer, as they are now a part of Shopify. According to TGM's instructions, buying the event t-shirt would be followed by an email invitation from TGM to the concert. The buyer will then RSVP via a link emailed to them, which would grant them entry to the event, as well as a high-touch session in the city they chose. That already is a lot, guys. Like, why can't you just give the fan the ticket? The fan has to go to more steps to be able to guarantee the ticket, or the entry in this case. According to soulbeats.com, which I use a lot for the source material in this video, Soulbeats spoke to a fan named Sam who was one of the first to purchase a t-shirt for the Atlanta show, and said, quote, "K-pop groups so rarely come to Atlanta, almost never, since the shirts were only $70 and there was plenty of time to plan for the concert. It seemed like the perfect chance to see a K-pop concert." End quote. Others who bought their tickets early on said that they felt BTS was the performer due to hints given out previously by Nadia and the company's existing relationship with the group. There was a number of limited VIP passes which cost $150 that promised early entry into the venue, an autograph session with a poster, and a photo. However, it was available for purchase after buying the $70 t-shirt. So you had to spend $70 and $150 if you also wanted the VIP pass. In early July of 2015, BTS were revealed to be the K-pop artists for the highlight tour. Fans were so excited, so they started asking questions about the shows. Thanks to this screenshot of a now deleted TGM Event Twitter account, the concert for Atlanta had sold out in the same month. It's safe to assume the same happened for the other 3 cities. Enter Community 54. In mid-September, they announced the following on a post that is no longer available, by the way. BTS Highlight Tour announced. Get your tickets to sold out show with Community 54. For this promotion, tickets, or t-shirts in this case, as well as fan engagement passes could be gained by making a $250 online purchase. Whether there was a limit to these passes is unknown, but I would have been so skeptical to spend $250 on clothes for a sold out show. That's a little bit sketchy, I think. But I understand once BTS were announced, a lot of fans were going to be excited to attend. So let's move on to the actual shows. In late September, the highlight tour started in San Francisco. There was a schedule to these events, starting with check-ins with TGM staff before the event to receive their t-shirt and appropriate wristbands. Then the autograph session would take place for those who purchased it, followed by the concert. The high-touch session would follow then, and then the event ending with the group photo. But as you probably guessed, there were problems with the execution of this said schedule. When it came to checking in, confusion was present in all 4 stops when attendees were told different things when it came to what line to stand in. some claiming they had to figure it out themselves without any TGM staff present to help. With the exception of the Houston show, because it was standing only, the seating assignments were not honored for fans. In San Francisco, for example, multiple fans stated some VIP pass holders were not honored and given front row seats as promised. Attendees Amanda and Megan spoke about this with Soul Beats. Amanda stated, quote, "They told us prior to the event that there was a mandatory seating chart. I asked the staff members for my seating assignment since it was not emailed to me. On Facebook, they even guaranteed that all of us would have a seating assignment. We waited for 20 minutes as the staff members ran around confused, asking each other about the seating arrangement. I specifically heard Nadia say to the venue staff, 'Our first priority now is to get the seats filled before the concert starts.' Then all of a sudden, the seating became general admission. This was not fair because I paid $220 for a VIP pass, which guaranteed front seats. However, because of TGM's poor organization, non-VIPs were able to sit up front." Megan stated, quote, "They had let in VIP for about 20 minutes, and then apparently security told everyone from here on it's GA, and you can sit wherever you want regardless of ticket type. They hadn't finished letting in VIP ticket holders at that point. So at the time I was confused as to why I saw some girls going up to TGM staff crying because they couldn't sit in their seat because someone else was there and refused to leave. When it came to the autograph session before the concert, everyone was rushed. So much so that in San Francisco, they held fans outside for 40 minutes after the signing because they went through everyone so fast. Toronto fans felt their autograph session was rushed as well. Houston's session was so badly managed that they ran out of posters to sign. They had to resort to blank pieces of paper being used. Megan spoke to Soul Beats about this as well, quoting, "They held us outside for maybe 40 minutes or so because they'd gone through everyone so quickly. There was still plenty of time left over. Time we could have actually enjoyed saying more than hi to the members." As far as the concert goes, the performances, the fans stated the guys' performance was great. They only performed 4 songs. This was expected, but some fans thought the lack of songs would be because of more fan interactions on stage, but that didn't happen. It's safe to assume that because everything else before and after the concert was rushed and so unorganized, there was no more time for the guys to do more on stage. Some fans stated Concio, the opening act, performed longer than BTS. It's sad to think about this, guys, because BTS and ARMY, they felt cheated from spending more time together. And all of this thanks to someone else's fault. The high touch and photo sessions that followed the show were also not up to expectations. San Francisco let fans in who did not purchase the high touch pass before those with VIP passes who did have that perk. Attendee Alina, who also attended the high touch event for the Red Bullet tour, pointed out the difference between that and this session. The photo sessions drew criticism due to the number of fans per photo. Even after reportedly being advised there would be between 8 and 10 fans per photo, there were way more. Fans did not think this was worth what they paid, not because of BTS, but because of how rushed it was and the quality of the photos. Toronto's photos are so badly lit, you can barely see BTS in them. The exact people these fans went to go see and take their photo with. This is just plain disrespect. Some fans even stating that the organization of where the people were, where BTS were, was not appropriate, since in some of the photos the guys are on the ground. Overall, just the quality of these photos is just not up to par to what the fans thought it would be. Now let's talk about the staff's behavior. San Francisco attendees also reported instances of fans and BTS members being manhandled by TGM staff. Megan was pushed by staff during the autograph session, stating, quote, "I've been to numerous events with fan engagements and I've never had a staff member put their hands on me." Fans at the Houston airport on the 23rd also saw an alleged TGM staffer give them the one-fingered salute as BTS was led away to their accommodation. Of course, I do want to make it clear, not every single staff member can be labeled with this behavior. One person doesn't represent everyone, but regardless, it does not reflect well on them as a whole. Now let's talk the Atlanta show. You may be asking, how did this all come to light? What happened at the Atlanta show is what eventually led to the widespread discovery of the rest of the incidents relating to the highlight tour. You see, 100 to 150 Atlanta attendees were locked out of the venue. Minutes before the concert began, the last 100 to 150 attendees waiting in line were not allowed in. They were escorted out into the rain and were informed that the venue was overbooked. The venue was at maximum capacity and no more people would be allowed in by the fire marshal. It's important to point out this message was given by the venue staff. They were doing their job. TGM Events oversold the show, not the venue. These were 100 to 150 people who paid to attend and see the show. These weren't tickets just for the extra fan engagements. These people were not let in at all. The venue staff then came out to hand these ticket holders red wristbands with a promise from TGM Events that they would receive a compensatory high-touch session with all the members and a group photo with them for their wrongdoing.
Print it out, I'll make sure everybody gets it. Besides that, what we are going to be able to have happen, you cannot watch the show. There's nothing I can do to get you in for the show right now. No one's budging, no one's moving, no one's getting out. But everyone here will be able to go to the high touch as well as the group photos afterwards. Okay?
Oh my god, group photos?
A fan who attended posted the following image on Twitter with the promise from TGM and stating they would receive a full refund as well. The fan's caption brings up a good point. How were these paper slips created and printed out the night of the event if they didn't know already that they were oversold? Let's remember back in July, they stated there were no more t-shirts, aka tickets, because they were oversold. This is just not adding up. So, okay, you may be thinking, all right, well, at least they're going to get a high touch. They're going to get a photo. You know, like, at least there's that. Well, not so fast. Because what I'm going to tell you next is crazy. So after the concert, everyone who was locked out were let in for their promised fan engagements. They waited for other attendees to finish their fan engagements, even though they were told they were priority for being locked out. But I'm sure the fans were like, okay, fine, we're going to have our turn. But once it was their turn and were lined up for their sessions, Nadia came up and stopped them. They were sent back to the stage area where they were told to wait again. At around 10 p.m., they found out BTS had left the venue. Eventually, Nadia and another staff member came out on stage to apologize to the fans waiting. When asked about their promised fan engagement, they admitted that they didn't even tell the members or BigHit.
So hi guys. So right now, the situation is that due to our own mistake, we oversold you guys tickets.
Yeah, we know that. We know that!
So we sincerely apologize for that. It was definitely our fault.
We know.
In this respect, we don't have a solution for you right now, but we are trying to come up with one for you. So everybody in here, we will definitely refund you and then please write into us to highlight@tgmevents.com. We will do our best to reimburse any expenses that you have incurred coming over here. We understand you're very upset with us. We understand your kids.
No, you don't understand.
I'm going to speak on behalf of Nadia here. Okay.
Where's my Eric Nam money?
When y'all came here today, y'all were expecting to see BTS live.
Yes.
Get everything paid for.
Yes.
I'm getting there. Yes. Unfortunately, we can't fulfill that today.
So yeah, so we all waited for 2 hours.
We don't have a solution today, but
That's what you said about Eric Nam.
this is not their fault. This is completely
Yeah, we
TGM
know.
We've said
We
that.
know. We know it's not Big Hit. It's you. Where do we get our money? Where do we get our money back?
We can't say that everyone makes mistakes. We made a bad mistake.
So what are you going to do?
We made a very bad mistake. We can't fulfill the obligations that we told you.
So what are you going to do?
We was outside. The BTS had no clue. We was sitting out in the rain for them. Look at that fuck up.
They would have stayed or at least come out on stage. We're not mad at Big Hit.
Hey, y'all can hear me? Chill out. No more screaming, okay? This is a fan. I've been sitting outside just like y'all in the fucking rain. Like, I understand. This is some bullshit. So, what's going down is they need us to leave. Don't get upset. Just listen. They need us to leave because security's been here longer than us and they have to close the venue.
If you want, go ahead and move it outside. You guys all got their own wristbands. If y'all want to communicate, but we just got to get outside. I'm sorry. It's the best we could do as a venue. We tried what we could do.
Now, I do understand that there's a possibility that people who aren't ARMY or fans of BTS might stumble upon this video and might be judging or criticizing the fans' reactions to what happened to them. In my opinion, their feelings were completely valid. You don't know if these people drove hours.
I drove 8 hours to get here.
Flew from another state, flew from another country. You do not know how much money these people spent to make it to this show. And then not only to be denied access, but then be promised a meeting with the guys, with your favorite artist. So you have to wait even longer and then be told that that's not even going to happen. You would be outraged. You spent money, time, energy on nothing. So before you judge, think. So what happened after? After the tour ended, fans were left to figure out what to do. Many fans tried to get refunds from TGM via PayPal, but they were unsuccessful because TGM's PayPal account had been frozen. Other fans were reportedly told to mail back their posters to Malaysia in order to receive a refund. But it wasn't just fans who were used by TGM. Aura Systems, who provided the microphones for the Houston show, tweeted to BigHit letting them know TGM did not pay for the mic rentals and needed to talk to somebody. That's so unprofessional. Wow. There were reports that the House of Blues in Houston did not receive full payment as well. Some TGM staff members claimed to have been left stranded and unpaid in Toronto by Nadia and had to figure out how to get back home themselves. Some fans were successful in getting their money back by opening claims with PayPal. So it's not even through TGM. Whether all parties involved were able to get their money remains unclear to this day. As stated earlier, TGM seems to have deleted their presence entirely from the internet. There was a petition that it's closed now that received over 12,000 signatures demanding refunds from TGM for numerous failed events under their name. Other fans also wished to sue TGM, with others supporting the idea.
You will get my fucking, you will go to court in Georgia. You will go to court in Georgia. You will go to court in Georgia. A last lawsuit, I promise you. There you go.
Okay.
I couldn't find any reports of this actually happening. In October of 2015, TGM posted a 5-page long clarification about the concert. The original post has been deleted since their entire Facebook page was too, but thanks to AsianJunkee.com, who saved the post and summarized it in 5 points. 1. There was a lack of preparation involved in most of these errors. 2. The reason people didn't get what they were promised was because of a lack of communication and organization. 3. If the venues were oversold, it was because somebody else's system glitched. Then the venue decided to not allow more people in and potentially violate fire code. And they had a hard time figuring out capacity anyway. 4. You can indeed get a refund, but only if you send back their t-shirt and poster to Malaysia. Here's part of an email of an individual who was up to get the refund that was told to return their items. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like, wow. And 5, which is so crazy to me, is that they state that 99% of this was not TGM Events' fault. Like, they're stating that they're not taking responsibility for it, even though they were fully responsible, because in the only apology letter that they sent out for what happened in Atlanta, they stated clearly, the agreement to compensate those fans by giving them the opportunity to receive high touch and group photo was not shared with nor priorly discussed with BigHit Entertainment and the artist, and were solely decided upon by TGM. And we're especially sorry for this. We give our sincerest apologies to the artists BTS, their agency BigHit Entertainment, and to the fans that always support BTS more than anything. Like, they really should have done this for all the city stops that they did and just take ownership of their fault. Because of this, Nadia was previously an employee with Kpop United, who then changed to Crowd Pop at one point. But all in all, this company is no longer in business. They actually did do a Facebook post, which is still up, commenting on what happened with TGM Events and the highlight tour and with Nadia. The statement reads, K-pop United has been and always will be by the fans and for the fans. As a company built upon the foundation of fan empowerment and respect for fans and artists alike, we are dismayed and saddened to learn about the current situation caused by the actions of TGM Events. They go on to state, it also must be said that Nadia Long was released from K-pop United in April 2014, and we have had no contact or collaborations with her since that time. They ended with saying, we look forward to working with global K-pop communities to move forward and quickly find healing. We are united. They knew that people were going to contact them because they had ties with her, or had ties at a certain point. So they obviously put out a statement letting fans know that they had nothing to do with this. You also may be asking, did BTS say anything? Did BigHit make an official statement or anything like that? Not that I could find from all the research that I did, but it's understandable seeing as how much miscommunication was being done. And at the end of the day, TGM is fully responsible, so they're the ones who have to own up to it and do something about it, even though they didn't. Then in October of 2018, Twitter account TGM Events Justice let us know Nadia continued to profit from the highlight tour by reselling items purchased with the tour money she stole from ARMY in 2015. To this day, it is unknown if everybody who was wronged by TGM Events got their money back. It is unknown if these companies got paid. All of this is TGM's fault. BTS and ARMY have come a long way from this. Although unfortunate, this does serve as a learning moment for all the parties involved. BTS will no longer partner with companies who have no professional experience, such as TGM Events. Look at where they are now. Look at all the wonderful tours that they've done. It sucks that an event company could have done so well, but took advantage of BTS and ARMY and did the complete opposite. ARMY don't let themselves be used by scammers now, and further proves how they can come together to help others from falling for scams like this. And TGM, Let's just say they learn they have no place on earth to exist as a business. Let me know in the comments below if you or someone you know attended the highlight tour and what the experience was like. Also, let me know what other events in BTS's history you would like me to break down for my next BTS history video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I love you guys. Adios.